Hello, ¿qué hola? ¿Qué pasa, mi gente? How are you guys? It's been a while. This is actually my second video in English, and I thought I did the first one like last week, and turns out it was like 2 months ago. Yeah, I'm not proud of it neither. So let's get into it. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look. It's pretty much a metallic smoky eye, like a blue type of thing. And I feel that lately, for some reason, blues are being like my favorite shades to play with. And the funny thing is that blue, it has always been the type of color that I will always pull out from. Like, no, I don't like it. No. It makes me look dirty. I don't like it. I don't know. Whatever. That was me. I didn't like blue. And right now, I'm just using all the blues I can, and don't ask me why. Probably some trending stuff. Who knows? So yeah, I'm talking a lot. So let's get into this. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to prime my skin. I'm going to do it with my Tarte primer. This is the base tape primer. Kind of like the shape tape, but I guess base tape. They came out with this one. This one in particular is the travel size, and I like it a lot because it's really nice. It's almost like a moisturizer. You don't feel it like super heavy on your skin or anything, and it works for every type of skin. So this is kind of like how it looks like. What I do basically is that I just apply it in the areas where I want my makeup to like not move at all. This one is one of those that helps you with the long lasting effect. I'm gonna put a little bit down here, and I'm going to put a little bit in my forehead as well. My forehead right now is really dry because last weekend we went to the beach, and I usually don't get a lot of sun, so my skin was not ready for it. Anyways, I ended up like shedding like a snake all that area. So next I'm going to be doing my brows. For this occasion, I'm going to be trying this pencil by Milani. Is the Stay Put Brow Sculpting Pencil. Why my Cuban ass cannot pronounce this? Sculpting pencil. You know, us Cubans sometimes don't pronounce stuff the way that we're supposed to do. So this one I picked it up because I needed a new brow pencil, and I like this type of tip in particular. They're really comfortable. It says that it lasts up to 16 hours, so that's pretty interesting. Water resistant, so that's pretty cool. I mean, if you want to go to to a pool or something. It is very creamy. I don't know what you think, because if you look here, this part like it didn't cover much, so don't know what's going on there. Who knows? Clean up my brow. I'm gonna be using a flat brush and my Tarte concealer, the Shape Tape. I use it in light medium 29N, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna just take a little bit of that concealer in my flat brush, and I'm going to be passing it a little bit under the brow to achieve more definition. So having already like the skin prepped and my brows ready, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna prep my lids, because usually what I like to do is I like to do my eyes first and then the rest of my face. The reason for this is sometimes, or most of the time, um, eyeshadows have a lot of fallout or just a little bit, but if you have your concealer, if you have your foundation and everything, and it falls down here, you pretty much have to remove it and start all over, and I honestly pretty much hate that. So I'm gonna be using, again, as a eye base, I'm gonna be using my Shape Tape concealer, and I'm going to be using this little thingy from ELF. This I got at the drugstore, and it's so good. I think this is like my third one already, and I love it. This one right now, it's already wet, and look how soft this thing is. I mean, come on, super cute. So what I do is I just put my concealer in my lips. My lids are a little bit oily, so if you have oily lids like me, you should definitely seal your concealer or your eye base in general. And me, what I do is that I grab my translucent powder. This one is from KBD Beauty. Is honestly probably my favorite, if not one of my favorite translucent powders, and this one is the travel size again, but this goes a really long way. It's amazing. I have to get a new one, but so far this one has been my fun. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to start using the Alamar Cosmetics palette, and it has these shades here that I really like. Even though I'm planning on doing kind of like a smoky eye, I like to always start with colors like this, and the actual, like a little bit upper in the crease. I like to start with something like that. So I'm gonna use a little bit of that color. It's called Coco Taxi, and I'm going to pack it here. See that I'm actually almost like tapping instead of blending. First I tap, then I start blending, and I start moving around. I like to tap, 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 and then I move it. And I like to diffuse it a little. And I'm seeing that in camera, it's looking kind of funny. It's looking almost like an orange. I promise you, in person, it's not so warm. I mean, it is warm, but not as an orange. Now, I'm gonna go for Cafecito, which is this one here. It's more like a darker brown. And I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to do it actually here. And the actual crease. See? Like I'm just like tapping there, and then I'm pressing and doing circular motions. And I'm going to now grab the same brush that I was using for the previous color, Coco Taxi, and I'm going to blend with that brush the edges between the darker brown and the lighter brown. And that is always how I start a smoky eye style. This time I won't be making a classic black or brown smoky eye. I am dying to try this new stack from Cosmetics. I know it looks weird, these are actually eyeshadows, and like I said, they call stacks. Let me see how I can show you this because it's kind of fun. Okay, and this is how they look. They're actually magnets in this thing, so if you have more of these colors, you can just like separate them. And you have a mirror here, and then look at these shades, how pretty. Oh my god, that blue over there, I'm going to grab a semi flat brush, and I'm saying semi because this one is kind of fluffy, and I'm going to dip it into this dark blue. And I'm going to pack that here in my lid. And see how I'm actually pressing the brush against the skin. I'm not sweeping, I'm not blending yet. I'm just pressing the brush because I want all the pigment to stay on my lid. And now it looks a little bit funny, but now what we're going to do, we're gonna grab that same blending brush with a darker shade of the brown, and we are going to blend the edges. Okay, so now to not leave the smoky eye just like that, I'm going to put a little bit of the metallic blue here in the stack, and for that I'm going to use my fingers, not a brush, just because the fingers have, well, obviously your body temperature, and it's going to make that metallic pigment to stick to your finger. Check this out, and look how pretty that is. That metallic blue drives me insane. I love it. So I'll just go with this. Just go with it. And see how the metallic pigment already gives it kind of like a more glamorous vibe, like more like a glamorous look to it. I love it. And then I'm going to grab again my dark brown fluffy brush, and then I'm just gonna pass it around in the edges. Look at that. I still have plenty of pigment in this finger. I mean, look. And that is after just once that I dip my finger into the blue. Well, I'm telling you, it's just amazing. It's just beautiful. Alright, so now that my upper lids are actually pretty much done, I'm going to go ahead and put on my concealer and my foundation, and then I'm going to come back to work on the lower lids. But I need to prep all this area, so let's do that now. Again, concealer, Shape Tape by Tarte. What I'm doing lately is that I put my concealer right here where I want to actually cover when I feel that my dark circles are a little bit deeper, and I leave it there for a minute while I apply my foundation. This time I'm going to be wearing the It Cosmetics CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum. Blah, that was exhausting. It's pretty much like a color correcting. It looks like a foundation, I could say, but I love this because very little goes a very long way, and the fact that I live in Miami and the fact that this have 50 plus SPF is freaking amazing. So what I do is I apply just that little, and I pretty much just spread it like that, and then with my sponge I spread it out. And the reason I do it this way is because I don't want much coverage from this CC cream. It can give you like total complete full coverage, but honestly lately, maybe it's because of the summer or whatever, I don't feel like wearing full coverage foundation. So if I can avoid it, I just do it. I just do a little bit, and do let the concealer be full coverage, because that I do need. And now with the CC cream on, I'm going to be blending my concealer, and this one is gonna be a heavier one, so I like to spread it by tapping with the sponge. I don't drag it, I just tap it, because again, what I want is to get a little bit of light in this area, and I also want a lot of coverage. So if I pretty much just spread it, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be removing product from the main area that I want to cover. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to work with eyeliner. This time, because it's smoky eye in blue, I don't want to be putting like extra eyeliner, like no liquid liner, no nothing. We'll dig into that later on in another video. So today what I'm going to be using is just a regular blue pencil. This one is a dark pencil. Actually, this one is by NYX. It's part of the Fall Blacks collection, and is the shade Midnight. And what I like to do is I like to put the tip of my eyeliner here, and then I close my eye, and then I move it in and out. The reason I do this is because when we try to do this, what we are doing pretty much is just pulling the skin down, and we don't want to have wrinkles, whatever. So that's how I do it. Let me show you here on camera. Close my eye. And that's it. See, these ones are extremely creamy pencils. They're really nice, and what I like the best about these pencils is that they are actually water resistant. So once they dry, they are actually going to stay there. Right now what I did is that I added just a little bit of that same eyeliner in the area where my lower lashes are, just to make my eye look a little bit more rounded, a little bit more open. I didn't take it all the way in, I just did it here. And I'm going to grab that same brush that I used with the blue, but instead of dipping it into the darkest blue, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the metallic one that I used up here, just a little bit, and gently I'm going to sweep it in all this area here to turn it a little bit smokier. Okay, so eyes are pretty much done. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop some lashes, and I'll be back for the rest of the face. Okay, so I'm back. I forgot to tell you guys, these lashes are from Kiss Lashes, and they are in the shade Teddy. The reason I did this behind camera is because I want to do a video explaining how to apply false lashes. I do have one in Spanish, but I'm pretty sure you guys can find it useful if I will do it in English, right? So right now what we're gonna do is actually work on the face and complexion. So I like to go straight to bronzer, and for this occasion I'm going to be using the Skin Lights. This one, as you can see, I got it at CVS. So this is the Revlon Skin Lights bronzer, and it's in the shade Sunkissed Beam, and I love it because it has a shade, like it's a nice kind of like warm brown shade, but it has some metallic effect to it. And right now for summer, this is like the perfect bronzer for me. Okay, So now that I have my bronzer on, I'm going to jump to blush. This blush here is from NYX and it's in the shade Foreplay. I love it because it's also one of those that is called baked. So it's kind of like the bronzer. It has like a metallic sheen to it, and for these days it's so pretty. I do not know, I think NYX discontinued this actual type of blush, but they came out with the same shade in the new blushes that they have, so don't worry, you can still get this one, and it's so cute. And again, a little bit here and nose. So last but not least, I'm going to be using a highlighter. This one is the Sun Kissed highlighter from Bobbi Brown. It looks extremely golden in camera. In person, when you see it, it's kind of like a pinkish golden shade. Maybe it's because of the light. Probably it's the light. Actually, when I look at it in camera, it looks more like bronze, which is the golden shade for this highlighter from Bobbi Brown. But no, okay, there you can probably see a little bit more of that pinkish tone that I'm telling you. So I like to put a little bit here and the cheekbone, just a little bit. I'm going to grab a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm gonna grab here my highlighter, and I'm going to put it here in the arch of my brow, just so the glow is even here in my face. Usually I will actually put it here too, but I was thinking that maybe we can do this shade right here, which is kind of like a mermaid type of greenish blue color. And how about if we grab that color and we put it in the inner corner of the eye? How would that look? Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. Woo! Me likey. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Damn. That's pretty. Okay. And now for lips, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick. And the reason I am going straight to this one, first, I mean, come on, this shade is beautiful. And second is because this lipstick has proven to me to be the best liquid lipstick for these days that we are using face mask and stuff like that. This is unbelievable. That this lipstick is like $10 tops. And let me tell you, you are going to struggle to remove this from your lips. It's unbelievable, amazing. The other day I went to have dinner with my boyfriend and a couple of friends, and I wore the same formula but in more like a darker shade, and we ate seafood, like we ate a lot of stuff that were greasy, and this thing only chopped a little bit here in the inner part of the lip. Like, what? Honestly, the best thing ever. Now, what you have to do is you have to apply it and let it sit, let it dry, and you can put on your mask. And that's about it. It's wonderful, honestly. I never thought this could be such a great lipstick. So, let's get into it. Alright, this is the final look. I am super happy with this look. I feel that it is pretty simple. I mean, you know, for glam makeup, it is pretty simple, pretty achievable. It is pretty good also if you wanna practice your application for eyeshadows, everything. This is the type of look that will always help you. And the good thing is that because you are going to be using also your fingers, you can work a little bit easier with your eyeshadow. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. If you did, please like this video. And if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Lily and I'm Cuban. I live in Miami, and yeah, that's why I have a funny accent, because I am Cuban, you know. Anyways, yeah, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be here for you every Tuesday and Saturday. I am thinking, and I was thinking that in the last video in English and I didn't do it, but I am thinking that probably Tuesdays are going to be my best days for videos in English, and I'll probably be leaving Saturdays for videos in Spanish. Or if you simply want to learn another language or practice your Spanish, hey my friend, welcome with a G. Yeah. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.